Okay. Now, Zamasu was in Dragon Ball Heroes in the background, and he was just standing there, just like how he kind of did when he came out of the sky, and he was just like just one hand behind his back, just looking down, like, yeah, like, you guys ain't nothing. And so that's kind of like what he was doing, but he's just standing there and he's just observing the fight between Goku Black and Goku. So we saw that they ended up actually taking that, and then they put it in the new episode of Dragon Ball Super. Now that that's a new part of Dragon Ball Super, people are like, I wonder what else are we going to possibly see? Because if they're taking stuff from that's not canon, as well as mixing with stuff that is canon, we might be in for a good treat. And just like I looked at today anime reactions. If you don't know what it is, please check them out on YouTube. Oppai Senpai, that dude is freaking awesome. I love his in-depth analysis on like the Dragon Ball Super series whenever it's a new episode that has come out, and then he's talking about that one as well as the possible next one. He does a great job on that. And he had another guy who's pretty good. His name is Geek. So Geek Gaming, I believe that's his name. So they were talking about it today, and they were saying that how crazy it was, that episode. And they were saying like they're hoping, you know, like the only way possible that Goku and Vegeta is going to be able to even defeat Black Goku and Zamasu, especially if because of them wearing Pretora earrings, which is not like the ones they're supposed to fuse you. If they like actually made it to where they fuse, then like the only option that we really would have possibly of seeing them beat them is if Goku and Vegeta fuse once again. Now, to me, that was like freaking crazy. I was like, that's a good idea. The only reason why I say it's a good idea is because of the fact that we saw Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at that, who went toe-to-toe against the new Black Goku transformation, which is the quote-unquote Super Saiyan Rose, or Super Saiyan Pink for, you know, for whoever preference. Now we saw that, right? The Super Saiyan Rose, Super Saiyan Pink transformation, and pretty much he just whooped his butt by stabbing him with a concentrated key hand laser, which is similar to Zamasu's move that he used in the previous episode when he attacked those creatures on the planet, and just like sliced the guy just with one swoop of a slash. Pretty much the same thing, right? So like we're seeing stuff like that, and then people were like, it's true, that's Zamasu. Like there's no explanation for it. And then we see like Goku trying to start go against him. It's just like, this is gonna be crazy, because even Goku is not really able to handle him right now because of his new transformation. And then we see Zamasu stop in animation of attacking. He's about to hit Goku. So we're just like, all right, why is Zamasu stopping? Then we just look and they pan the camera to the sky, see a flash of bright light. No other than Zamasu himself comes down. So now people are left wondering, oh crap, oh crap, oh my gosh, it's Zamasu. We thought that that was Zamasu, but it's not Zamasu. So that means that people all over on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you know, all media who love Dragon Ball Super, and they was like analyzing Black Goku's moves. It was like he looks like Zamasu somewhat. He acts like Zamasu when he fights. He has the key of Zamasu. So we just like, but how's that not Zamasu? So as of yet, you got to keep in mind they have not explained exactly who Black Goku is. Now it could be that Zamasu is like has a ability where he can use a like a shadow type figure and attach it to the body, and that's how Black Goku still acts like Zamasu and has the same feelings towards like the quote-unquote humans, which when they say humans, it just means anybody who's not a god type figure. So when they say like they hate the humans and stuff like that, we like, that's exactly how Zamasu has felt so far since his character been introduced. He doesn't like people that are quote unquote humans. And so now you're left with two people who have the same motive, the same agenda, the same desire to kill, well, not kill, excuse me, eradicate or to defeat humans. So now you have those two guys that have untapped potential of power that we don't know yet, that we have not yet to see, but yet we're seeing that our best characters in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Vegeta, and Goku, and they really can't hold a fight against Black Goku. Now, you have to beg the question, how are they going to be able to stop, just with their powers, a Zamasu in this timeline, who apparently can stop Black Goku and make him not fight anymore, just because of what he had promised him. So that means that Black Goku has to actually either be willing to respect Zamasu because of them being similar to either power level or similar to being like each other, or the fact that Zamasu is actually stronger than what we already seen, because it would be a different timeline, he went a different road and already became pure evil. You know, so it's a lot of stuff going into that. And with those two characters, usually you always see something has to happen with Dragon Ball in order for somebody to be able to defeat a major villain like that. Either it's going to be a transformation, either they have reached a new height in that power level that they've been at, and they go like 10 times as high, and then they become like pretty much the ultimate warrior at that point in time. Or it's the fact that there's a game changer person who comes in and steps in, who's actually better than all of them, and pretty much he helps to defeat them. And when I say that, I'm referring to Trunks, how he beat Meta Frieza. Because it wasn't for him in that old Dragon Ball series when Majin Vegeta showed up. Not Majin Vegeta, excuse me. Meta Frieza showed up. Then the Warriors would have lost because Goku was not back on Earth yet. But see, that's another thing altogether different. But it still has similarities. So you have all this stuff that Toriyama, as well as the creators on Dragon Ball Super, are like compiling into one series of awesomeness. And you gotta know that this is not really like we're not even near the season finale, or I mean like the grand season finale of the whole entire Dragon Ball Super. This is still like really the beginning. I think this would be like considered maybe season 2, if that. You know, so you gotta know Dragon Ball Super got a lot of stuff in store for us, and that's gonna be freaking awesome. When I mean freaking awesome. Now, when I get to stuff and I like really like stuff like anime and stuff like that, if I've actually watched it since I was a kid, or playing video game, or we talk about political things, and like I'm really interested in it, just like I'm doing right now, I can ramble on about stuff and actually talk about it because I really interested in it. And that's just how it is. So, like I said, you just gotta look at all of that interesting side of Dragon Ball Super and how they are doing. Now, I will say I hate the fact that Vegeta's always on the losing end, which just for the fact that Vegeta always loses, I'm gonna play Vegeta in this next match because I do like Vegeta. But the whole fact that Vegeta's lost against every major boss, even when he has trained hard, changed his butt off as a character, and they made him be a solo fighter. Then when he fought for purpose, which was to save his family, to protect the ones that he loved, it's pretty much crazy. Alright, thank you for that friend request. Thank you for the friend request, like I said. Hopefully we'll get one more person. Alright, but yes, like I was saying, when you go back and you look at how Vegeta has trained himself over the course of Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super, Goku's always been the one man to like either train with somebody, by fighting somebody to get stronger and being near death. Or he received a temporary boost which becomes permanent because his body learned from it. So there's a difference, guys, when you look at those two aspects. When you see, like I said, Vegeta's really like, he trains his own because he holds himself to be higher than other people, even when he knows he's not. So he's pushing himself further to the limit to become stronger. And then the one time we see him actually surpass Goku is when he's actually mad at Beerus because the fact that Beerus hit his wife.
You look strong.
And you know, like Vegeta doesn't really talk out Bulma's name or anything like that. So for him to actually get that upset and that ticked off about somebody who he knows is actually stronger than him to hurt his wife, you gotta wonder, like, can that truly be new potential that Vegeta has? You know, that he actually fights for other people that he will win. You know, for there's money this way, but of course, Beerus being God himself, they couldn't let it be just that. And then you see it happen again where Vegeta actually decides that he wants to become Super Saiyan God. And he actually sneaks away from those things by himself, looks weak. And then he ends up eventually mastering the Super Saiyan God. Now keep in mind, Goku, like I said earlier, he has to have help to get his transformation. And when he had help to get his transformation, he ended up becoming Super Saiyan God, the red form. So he learned then, so he already mastered what would be, I guess, God power, God ki, because his body got used to it and he didn't got to use it.
This is the end.
It's a major difference. And so you would think that a person who is either receiving help, even though he might be strong, the person who trains by themselves in real life aspect, I say, trains on their own by themselves and gets stronger over time to be the person who's actually the strongest person. But in the sense of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, that is not the case. That's why I always kind of figured it. It's like Vegeta has gone through a lot. You see him fall behind Goku so many times. That's where you just see him like basically on the sideline looking and just like, man, I wish I could actually beat people like this guy does. Instead, he's basically reduced and has to resort to fighting low characters, just like all the other Z fighters, especially in Resurrection of L. He's not to just kill Frieza, but at the same time, of course, he's doing like a whole monologue, talking to and just going ahead and killing him. Because he was just like, man, this is a great opportunity. Before the guy who's going to him, I'm just going to knock the crap out of him, and then I'm going to kill him. And then here comes Goku later on. Goku saves the day. It's like, how can a person who is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan form, not survive something like the planet blowing up? Technically, he's the strongest person, right? So why is it that is not a factor in him surviving? You know, so they basically just dog Vegeta to the point where Vegeta is kind of feeling like a little kid, I guess you could say. Because he's forced to look at every single thing. Because he wants to be able to be the hero, because that's his new role. He's now a hero. At the same time, he just loves idolizing Goku. And that's exactly how it is right now so far, with him being attacked by Zamasu. Because Zamasu, like, well, not Zamasu, excuse me, Goku Black. Because Goku Black is he attacked him one major hit, and Vegeta was down for the count. To be honest, I believe that was like the only hit that he actually did to Goku. And Goku, fighting against Goku. That was the only major attack that he did to Vegeta. And Vegeta just dropped to his knees because, you know, he had a blade going through his body. You know, and from what anime reacted to saying, they were saying like,